here from the grill.
We're just gonna top that sandwich off and we'll give it the unique cut.
Happy Friday, everybody. We are back at the beautiful TA Appliances and Barbecues. We have another edition of Get Grilling with Chef Matty B. We have had a phenomenal few weeks so far, but you have something a little bit different for us today.
A little bit different for sure. It's using my favorite grill and featuring one of my favorite movies of all time, Ratatouille.
Ooh!
Gotta love it.
Yeah, that's a good combination.
So we are making the title dish from that movie, of Ratatouille, with a little grilling twist. So I have a smoked tomato sauce to use as a base, and then we are gonna be grilling up some eggplant, zucchini, and tomato. Get some of that smoky flavor in the vegetables as well. Put it all together, present it all fancy, have our little mice in our hair. It'll be awesome.
Who doesn't want mice in their hair on a Friday? But it's always nice, and I have never had this dish or even thought about this dish, so it's a new one for me.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the tomato sauce off of the keg. I had that smoking with some maple wood.
Ooh.
So I have charcoal and maple wood in here.
Yeah.
And then just a simple tomato sauce, nothing too crazy there. Little shallot, little garlic, tomato, passata. And then let it smoke for about an hour. It's gonna absorb a lot of that flavor.
And I could feel the heat coming all the way over to me.
And then we're gonna go in with our vegetables here.
Okay.
So the keg, really hot. That's what we're looking for. So I got the vegetables nice and thin, as they did in the movie. We're just gonna fill up the grill with them, and that charcoal flavor, the high heat of the keg is gonna give us great grill marks on these.
That's what we're looking for.
And it's gonna be extra flavor. And really, I love this grill. I love the keg. It's a Kamado, so it can kind of do everything. You can smoke with it. You can do high heat searing on it, low and slow. It's got a great convection because of the shape. So you could like bake bread on it even. You could do a whole turkey for Thanksgiving on it.
I remember you saying last year that this was the Chef Matty B #1 favorite item.
I have it at home even.
Oh, yeah?
This is my one and only grill that I have in my backyard. It's the only one you need. It does everything. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, and you know what I love most about it too is as we, cook things on these segments, like this is something like very different. Doesn't matter what you eat or if you have different dietary restrictions or concerns. This is a fun one for anyone.
Yeah, there's always lots of options when it comes to grilling.
Yeah.
And this is a great vegetarian option. Have it as a main course, have it as a side if you want. Throw a little chicken breast on the side for protein. But I don't have time to wait for that stuff to grill. So I do have some vegetables already grilled off.
The magic of television. I'm also very excited because you said something, we're gonna make it real fancy and nice. So I am gonna wait for the elegant display of the Chef Matty B. So let's get really some close-ups here because I think you're gonna do an excellent job here.
So we're gonna go in just with a little bit of that tomato sauce right on the bottom. And then because I sliced all the vegetables so nice and thin, that means that we can do some fun little presentation with stacking it up. And I'm just gonna kind of alternate the way that it goes. Normally this would be in a big, like a casserole dish and everything would just be mixed together.
Okay.
But much like in the movie, it's a bit more elegant when it's sliced and then layered. That way, as you cut through, you get all the different vegetables and all their juices kind of still get to intermingle, which is great because that's what we're really looking for with this dish. It's all about that flavor, right?
Look at that layering. Chef Matty B knows what he's doing.
And then of course, we'll top that off with one more tomato.
Well, I mean, it can't hurt.
And then we're gonna go, because this sauce is nice and thick, we can go with a little spoonful of sauce right on top to finish that up.
Oh.
And you can't even pretend like that's not gonna be delicious. That is bringing your barbecue to the next level.
That is 8+ quality. I feel like I know I gotta eat it, but I feel like also bad because it looks so pretty.
Well, you gotta dive in.
There you go.
You gotta dive in.
He's giving me the spoon. All right, now, I don't wanna mess this up too much, so am I going like down the middle,
Just
the side?
cut straight through it, try and grab a little bit of everything. Make sure you get that sauce. That's where a lot of the smoky flavor is coming from. Don't worry about it falling apart. That's half the fun of Ratatouille. I have fun building it so that you can have fun breaking it apart and eating it.
This is a catastrophe on the Will Aiello. This is the only thing I had to do in this segment. And, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay.
But now it's looking more like a traditional Ratatouille where it's all mixed together in like almost a stew, right?
Right, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got, I think, every layer at this point.
And you should really be getting that smokiness from the sauce and the grill on the vegetables. They should be tender but not mushy. They should still have a bit of texture to them, right?
That is the first thing I noticed. was a smoky flavor.
Yeah.
I think through the sauce as I got that in. That is delicious.
Yeah, it's really just changing up ratatouille a little bit, you know, like going from the more like braised elements to those grilled smoky elements.
Yeah, well, I love it. And if you're at home, it's okay if you mess up that as well. Chef Matty B, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you so much, Will.